So we saw Juru and Takamichi enter the headquarters, which the others are actually still doing their own thing, by which they actually knew how busy they actually are with their schedules. However, they actually saw an alert where a giant monster is attacking. Not a Jaimon, of course, but this time, this monster is actually called the Pinch In and Out Digames, which it actually has the ability to shrink any item or grew it into a giant size, which of course it does have hands and tablets that actually help with the ability. So Juru and Takamichi using the Kirameiger and the giant driller to battle the monsters, but he using his giant growing ability to make a stop sign grew, and he shrunk them to size of toys, which they actually woken up, which they knew that they're actually thinking they're in a jungle, but they're actually in a grass, which means they've been shrunk, which they look like toys because in behind the scenes there actually does look like toys, in which we actually seen a boy named Tatsuki and his mother No, which we actually see him taking the machines and the giant driller to his house, where he actually doing his own miniature city version, which he actually is playing with the swords, which we actually seen the rest of the Kirameigers saw what actually is happening, but they actually knew they're trying to find them, even though they are actually back at home with I mean Tatsuki, but Drew actually introduced himself, which during the actually, which means that we saw the real Kirami seeing the giant driller actually introduced himself to him, but he actually said that his mom became strict with him, but he actually wants him to try to reason with his mom, but we actually saw Udana actually appeared. So we actually saw his mother actually tell him to take back the toys that he found, but he actually can't. So he actually leaves the house, and now he actually is try to talk to his mom and reason with him not to be strict, which the Kirami Singh actually made it back to headquarters, which a tiny Juru had actually told the professor at Mabusina, which they made the Curaful arrow grew back to normal size, and actually take it back to the others, which they actually using the Grateful Phoenix Megazord to defeat the monster, which causing the Kiramine Scene and Giant Driller to grow back to their original size, in which they actually saw how Tatsuki actually stood up to his mom about being strict, in which they actually knew, even in toy size, they actually help him out. Now, for the Shrunken machines, they actually decided to use the toys for the shrunken part, which the suit actors are actually been miniaturized or had the effects look like they've been shrunken to look like they're actually moving around, which is actually a really good episode, just like the Honey I Shrunk the Kids movie. But I cannot wait to see what's going to happen on the next episode next weekend. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about the episode. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and my Facebook page. Until then, this is Megazords here saying signing out. Laters and be safe.